Hey everybody, this is Corey Salty True Floyd, and welcome to the Geek Report. This week we find out that Mario and Peach are just friends, Stephen Young has become the Fire Nation, and someone's nostalgia goggles are a little foggy when it comes to Martin. All that and more this week on the Geek Report. Hey everybody, this is the Geek Report powered by American Media. I'm Corey Salty True Floyd, and of course, I'm right here, right next to the man with the plan, Demon Engine.
What's up, everybody? Long time no see. I'm still up to the usual shenanigans.
And of course, we couldn't do this without High Royalty, Queen Neek.
Hey guys, it's your girl Queen Nick here again with another episode of the Geek Report. So what we got going on the agenda, Corey?
Well, folks, for those who are new here, this is the Geek Report every week. We talk about a few things happening in and around our little geeky universe, and we talk about them and keep ourselves informed as well as entertained. But before we roll into that, let's make sure you guys are subscribed right here to American Media. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you get updated on anything and everything we have going on. And without further ado, let's roll. Let's roll right into it. So, artist Ari Lennox, she caused quite a stir earlier this week because apparently she feels some sort of way now about the jokes towards Tashina Arnold's character Pam and Martin. She's yelling about colorism, and this is just a really bad take. Now, when Martin came out, I think she was born in 1998, so it might have been just around the end of it. So she's just been catching it in reruns. And this isn't what you like. This isn't it. And it's just a really weird route to take.
Do you have the direct quote or what was said or a clip of what was said?
It's
Give
like a
us some
2 minute.
context.
It's about a 2 minute video. She doesn't like all the all. She says there's a lot of colorist jokes towards Pam from
There
Martin's
are
in the show, and
there are
there are
sexist jokes.
sexist jokes. But I also think that she's not looking at this in what it was. This was the '90s. This was the I think that one of the top black sitcoms of the '90s. And guess what? They insulted each other a lot, and a lot of them were very raunchy. Another key thing is this was not real life. This was just a TV show.
Mm,
And to be perfectly honest, in comparison to the pantheon of '90s shows that had insults,
art imitates life. So let's not just say this was just a TV show because there's a lot of insults that I've heard from Martin used towards women in everyday life. So
if
let's
you
not
want to
dismiss it to that.
if you want to use them in real life, just be prepared for real life consequences. Because as Tashina Arnold apparently recently said, it was just a job. And I think a lot of this might be Miss Lennox personal. Like this, I feel like this says more about her personal issues because this isn't it for me. I don't know. It's one of it's not like she didn't have other options of things to watch if this bothered her so much.
Well, here's the thing. Like, she clearly gave it a shot to watch, but upon watching it, it really pissed her off. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I've watched America's Next Top Model, and guess what? That very first season where they had Takara, I think that was season 2 or 3. The way they treated her was freaking horrible, was completely horrible, and they had her at a disadvantage, and they knew they did, which was really even more messed up because it's just like, well, what do you expect her to do differently exactly? If y'all not actually giving her a fair shot. Like,
Well,
a lot of these shows that were on back in the day, just because the shit was acceptable when we grew up does not make it okay.
I think comparing a scripted sitcom to a reality show is not. It doesn't really add up. No.
Even with Married with Children, even with Married with Children, that's an
Yes.
old sitcom. That
Yeah.
the whole "I hate my wife" jokes, they don't land because it's like, well, why'd you marry her in the first place? Like, it
Well,
just don't make sense. It just sounds stupid. It just sounds dumb. It sounds real dumb.
well, these were also some very old comedy tropes.
And
That's
it does,
why they.
but again,
That's
it
why it
doesn't.
was the
It doesn't
'90s.
justify. But I'm saying it doesn't just because of the era. It doesn't justify it.
I
And
just think
these
it,
comedy tropes are low hanging fruit, and they weren't as funny as we thought they were. Period.
every,
Um,
everything couldn't be from everything could not be Frasier. Next up, Warner Brothers Games. All right, so looks like Warner Brothers Games hasn't learned a lesson despite having three failed live service games back to back to back. They're about to get ready to do a fourth one, despite everyone saying no. We watched Gotham Knights fail. We watched Suicide Squad versus Justice League fail. We watched Multiverses fail. At this point, it just seems like they're not getting the message.
I'm
Or they're getting the
perfectly
wrong people to work on it.
I'm perfectly fine with them failing over and over again with these DC games. Marvel reigns supreme because we eat right now when it comes to gaming. I hate fighting games. I can't wait till that new Marvel fighting game come out. This this is just me being a DC hater. I'm sorry. I just I just had to throw that out.
I mean, I guess so. I just don't. I just don't see the point. If it's from a business aspect, it's painfully clear that the market is not eating what y'all are trying to serve.
I think they just keep like utilizing the wrong people. You need fans of the thing to work on this shit because that is what makes it successful. When you get motherfuckers who are fans of this shit, who live and breathe and love it, just like other fans, like the rest of the fandom does, you get greater projects, higher quality, and yeah, just
The
my
thing is,
my opinion.
I don't
not
know
enough people
because
cut out for live
Rockstar
service.
loves Rockstar killed the Batman series. And then they had to turn around and put this out because that's what Warner Brothers Games wanted. Because Warner Brothers Games by themselves, about 6 to 8 months prior, put out Gotham Knights, which was another live service style game, and that one crashed and burned. And this one did the very same thing.
In this particular case, there's less of the people who love this what they're making, not making shit, and more so corporations like, oh, we want all the movies are cash cows. I want some of these games to be cash cows too. We want to keep cycling through it. It's
It's
not that.
because they're doing it for cash grab and not for the love of the game. And that's my point there for that. But just I don't know. I just feel like without if they didn't have any studio interference, it would fare a lot better. Because what the developers will want to do versus what the studio actually wants them to do are two very different things, I'm sure.
Okay.
Like let the people that love the shit dictate how it should be presented to the masses because clearly they know what they're talking about. Clearly the studio has not. You said three failed service games, which means they probably didn't use the same developer twice.
No, one was Warner Brothers Games, which did Gotham Knights. Multiverses was also Warner Brothers Games with in conjunction with someone else, and this was Rocksteady.
Mm, see, so
And out of all of them, Rocksteady was the ones who understood DC the most.
Yeah, but when you have studio interference, that
And
changes
then,
a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? Because then
and
it's
then
like,
on,
well, make it pop. And you like, developers are banging their heads against the wall, like, what the fuck do you mean make it pop?
like this is it's one of those things where it's like even after Avengers, Square Enix had to retool their shit,
Yeah.
and that was just and that was just one.
Speaking of
I
Square
don't.
Enix, I can't wait to see what happens in the coming years. They going through a reset. They said back to basics.
Mm, well, I don't know what basics looks like for Warner Brothers games, but they need to get back to it. Let's go to the next thing. Okay, so it was very interesting to see, but during the last quarter, the top selling games on PlayStation were all from Xbox. Forza 5, Elder Scrolls, Doom, The Dark Ages, Indiana Jones. It was just like it was, and again, I'm not insulting Sony PS5 owners, but I just think it's very weird that your company's trying to move ahead to the PlayStation 6 when I really don't think you're not really done with the PlayStation 5 yet.
We haven't tapped into it.
Like it's like why are you trying to move on already? You haven't. It's only been 5 years. Aren't these cycles supposed to be like 10 years or at least eight? It's almost like they're running out of ideas for some weird reason, or I don't know. Thoughts?
Running out of ideas and
I
trying to
mean,
keep up with
didn't they
PC.
just decide like, oh, we're gonna make Xbox games available on PlayStation at the end of
It's
last
cur-
year?
well, well, and currently, a job position has been filled over at PlayStation about, and the job was about managing platforming their games to other platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like maybe PlayStation might want to play with others after all. Because at first they were just like, yeah, we're not doing that multi-platform shit. It's like, you sure? Just
They
seems
realize
kind
how
of
much money they're leaving on the table and how this can evolve as far as in esports and all kinds of other opportunities for them.
yeah. Because when they did
Money,
that last Street Fighter as a PlayStation
money,
exclusive, it was just like,
money.
yeah, it's not gonna work out the way you want, champ, and it didn't.
Moving on.
Capcom's about their money. Steven Yeun, everyone knows him as Invincible or Glenn from The Walking Dead. Apparently, he's gonna be playing Adult Zuko in a live action Avatar movie.
Well,
Um,
nice Chevron ain't directing. I think we're good. I think we'll be fine.
yeah, just let him. That was just a whole sad thing, and it wasn't all M Night. It was also Nickelodeon, but M Night was the face. So
Yeah.
That's fine.
You the
He's
leader.
given
Comes down
he's
on the leader.
he's given us shit before, so it's understandable.
my whole thing is it gonna is this gonna be the an Avatar live action movie that coincides with the Netflix production, or I'm not 100% sure where this will connect.
Yeah, that'll be
Is
interesting.
it going to be its own thing? Either way, I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Also, Stevie Young is probably like, I would like to be in front of the camera more, like all these studio sessions doing Invincible.
Hey, man. I didn't know he was the voice of Invincible.
Yep.
I didn't hear it. I can't hear it, and maybe I need to watch it again. I'm way behind, so yeah.
Look,
So wait, that means you haven't met Conquest yet.
No, I have not.
Oh, 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 God.
Yeah, I have not.
Oh, shit.
if we have a moment in that movie where he's panicking, us all I'm going to be able to think about, Caesar!
Oh man.
For those of
Caesar!
y'all who, for those of y'all who are caught up on Invincible, you know what we're talking about. Oh man,
Oh,
I would
man.
love, I would love to see her reaction. Oh my, oh shit, oh. Either way, congratulations, Steven. We have you haven't let us down yet, especially after watching Geef. Oh man, let's go to the next one. Whew. Well, Nintendo says that Mario and Peach are just friends, and hey,
I guess. I mean, it makes sense as to why she always at Bowser house.
yeah, yeah,
How long?
it's not a kidnapping. It's a dicking. That's what the fuck is happening.
It's an
She,
appointment.
she
It's an
belongs to
appointment.
the pipes.
It's an appointment. They are just friends, which means she is single. Homegirl's out here moving like a city girl.
But then she be whispering shit in Mario ear. Mario comes to rescue her.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Bowser just be like,
She a
ah,
city
sure, I'll play
girl.
along.
She a
Mario,
city
you defeated
girl.
me. See
Oh
that
wait,
sweet
have
bitch?
you seen that Black Mirror episode about that one that John where like dude was creating digital like replicas of people that he worked with using their DNA?
Yes, the Star Trek
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. That's all this is.
Oh,
That's all this is right here. If you've never seen
Miyamoto,
that
you
Black Mirror
nasty.
episode, you need to watch it. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not giving you context. No, go look it up. Do your research. Do the damn knowledge. Anywho,
She belong. She belongs to the streets.
yeah, yes she do. Yes she do.
Now, now the funny thing is, this takes that old video I had of Peach and
Let
Daisy
me
dancing to WAP. A whole. It makes it
To
so
a
much
whole new
funnier
level.
now.
Yep. To
You
a whole
mean to
funnier
tell
level.
me Mario's just been in Uber for the last 40 years?
He been
Mario,
listen,
Mario.
listen. If you think he ain't been getting nothing on the side, you sorely mistaken. It's got to be something keeping that man motivated like that to grow and to get smaller and to go through all them trials and tribulations that he going through
You sure?
for this woman.
Are you
I
sure?
absolutely believe she was giving him
Are
a crumb of coochie, just a crumb, just a crumb,
That nigga was getting hand jobs.
at least,
yeah,
at least. He
that's
said,
not enough.
"My hand's so soft."
That's not enough. Life and limb
She, I say she
for
still did it with
40
the
years.
glove on.
Right. He
It
Ooh,
liked
was
the glove on though.
no love.
Anywho, moving on.
Meanwhile, Bowser, Pound Town.
Coochie pink, booty hole brown, pound town. All right, all right, moving on.
oh,
DreamWorks
About
has made it
fucking
official.
time. Good.
A Donkey spinoff will be it's going to be made. Of course, still voiced by Eddie Murphy. Now, I find this interesting because we're just getting a Donkey movie now, even though we had two Puss in Boots movies. Side note though, Puss in Boots, Last Wish, fire,
fired.
absolute fire. And
I
I can only assume that this movie is going to confirm a theory about Donkey that he's actually the kid Lampwick from the original Pinocchio story. Because in the original story, Pinocchio had a friend named Lampwick on Pleasure Island that turned into a donkey.
hmm,
And if you look at the world of Shrek, every character has you can see what their origin story is, but we don't know donkeys.
True. Oh, random theory. I heard that basically Lord Farquaad killed Goldilocks and the three bears. Well, the three bears from Goldilocks and the three bears. Like Mama
Mm,
Bear was like, it was a scene where you saw them in cages, and then all of a sudden you seen him have this like bear rug that's just laying there, and I think it's like got the mama's little hat on it and shit. It's real
right.
sad. It like they yeah, it was
But
real
then, but then in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, there's another three bears with Goldilocks.
interesting.
So
Interesting. Yeah.
I
also
think
thought it was funny
I,
because those
I
bears
think
were
they were
British.
stand in. I think
Do we
those
have any?
bears were
Do we have
stand
anything
in.
else?
Do we?
What's our next? Yeah. So Kevin Feige in a Forbes interview, this man thinks that the last Captain America didn't do great because Chris Evans wasn't in it, and at this point, I'm just like, bro, I don't think you might need to touch grass, my guy. Like,
Is he even working on the on that, or was he
well,
involved with that at all?
he's still he's still the executive producer of every Marvel project,
So
and at
basically, you
this,
said that to slight Anthony Mackie.
yeah, and I'm just like, there was a lot of stuff happening in these interviews that
Like
were
that's a
really weird.
violation in his contract somewhere with Disney, because I feel like Disney would have absolutely not have allowed that. Like I'm pretty sure he got a phone call based on that interview that he did. It had to be at least a phone call of some
Not
sort.
only that, but it's like, are we just going to ignore the fact that this movie was edited to hell? Because we all know of characters and scenes that were completely shot and completely edited out. Not only that, but you guys were so desperate that y'all honed in on Thunderbolt Ross being Red Hulk to the point that people thought it was going to be like a big point of the movie when it was just the last 8 minutes of the film. Y'all, it was just like the leader had a good design, then y'all went with a bad design. Y'all brought Juan Carlo Esposito into the film, but not the rest of the Serpent Society. There's a lot of things wrong with the production of this film, but to say it was Anthony Mackie is it's very disingenuous. As a matter of fact, Anthony Mackie has season two of Twisted Metal out right now, and it's fantastic. To try and pin that on him is weirdly disingenuous. On top of all this other weird racial shit that's definitely happening over at Marvel, I used to it was screaming in the back of my head, but now between this, Ironheart, and Eyes of Wakanda, which y'all just randomly decided to just start marketing last week, and now you just put out all the episodes at once. What I see what you're doing. Well, y'all, it looks like we're right here at the end of the Geek Report. I know I had a great time. I hope you guys were entertained and informed. Of course, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. Of course, I want to thank Queen Nee for her opinions and insights, and of course, I want to thank Demon Engine.
Hi everyone. Take care of yourselves and each other. And this is another episode of the Geek Report. See you next time.
Make sure you guys subscribe to Amerimi Media's YouTube by hitting that button right there, and make sure you hit that bell icon to be updated on anything and everything from Amerimi Media. Also, please be sure to check out AmerimiMedia.com. The link will be in the description below. Be well.